Hi everyone. This is what happened to me when I got government housing part 64. On the 25th of the 7th, 2017, I went back to the Community Legal Centre, which was open from 6 p.m. So it was something that took up my evening. And when I got there, I discovered that I had forgotten some documents that I wanted to show to the lawyer. So I had to actually leave without speaking to anyone. But the other side of that is that I don't even know why I went there. I had already been to that place a few times and not gotten the help that I needed, but for some ridiculous reason, I clung onto hope and I kept going back. And on the 26th of the 5th, 2017, I went back again. This time with my documents, but I was told that there were no lawyers for the type of concerns that I had. So I had to turn around and go all the way back home again. And it was horrible to be turned away, but it got me out of the house. And by this stage, I had nothing else in my life apart from my need to fight the respondent and get justice for everything that happened to me. On the 29th of the 5th, 2017, I was walking down the street with my daughter when the respondent rode up to us on a bicycle, then rode around us in a menacing manner. But when I pointed my phone at him and tried to film what he was doing, he rode off. So I don't have any shots of that incident. Then in the evening, I went back to the Community Legal Centre and the paralegal gave me some printouts about appearing in court, claimed that she couldn't give me any specific information about my case, and then said that the Community Legal Centre didn't do representation, which I believe was false, but I couldn't do anything about it at the time. Then on the 1st of the 6th, 2017, I attended the Melbourne Magistrates Court for my meeting for the diversion program that I had applied to be on because of the charge that I had faced against the respondent. I was interviewed by the staff at the counter. Then I submitted some documents to support my application for diversion. Then I waited in the seating area for a response. When I got called to the counter for my case, the most unbelievable thing happened. Like all the other bullshit that I had already been through, it didn't make sense, but I should have been expecting it. I was told that the magistrate didn't think my case should go to diversion. And this was the attitude that I got from all levels of the justice system, or from the people who worked in it. They all seemed to see the respondent as some sort of untouchable princess and saw me as some sort of undeserving peasant. The respondent appeared to be very well protected, but I couldn't work out how or why. I believed that he was a criminal and I knew that he was guilty of assaulting me because I was there when he did it. But the people who worked in the justice system seemed to think very highly of him. So highly that they took the matter of me walking towards him very seriously. I was charged by the police, and now the magistrate thought that the incident was so serious that I shouldn't be allowed onto the diversion program. So I decided to go to the legal aid section of the court and ask them for advice before I went back into court for my hearing. So I went downstairs and I waited to see them, but it was taking too long, so I gave up and I went back upstairs to ask for an adjournment. So I would have more time to speak to a lawyer about my application for diversion and why it may have been refused. I hated the police more and more because of all the shit that I had been through. And I hated the lawyers for refusing to represent me because I knew that I would not have been refused diversion if they had represented me. The fact that the police refused to assist me and lawyers refused to represent me turned me into a punching bag in the Melbourne Magistrates Court. And now that I look back at it, I have to wonder if that's what their intention was.